What's up everybody? This is MTGenius, and today I'm going to show you guys something that might shock you. As of August 3rd, today, Wizards has announced that Wilderness Reclamation, Growth Spiral, Teferi Time Raveler, and Cauldron Familiar are all banned in Standard. As of August 8th, I believe, is when the actual things go into effect. And then in Pioneer, they've also done Inverter of Truth, Kethis the Hidden Hand, Walking Ballista, and Underworld Breach is all banned in Pioneer. Historic, Wilderness Reclamation and Teferi are both banned in Historic as well. Also, Teferi is banned in Brawl. Now, this is crazy, right? I mean, I think it's well deserved because a lot of these cards are running crazy. I think I read that Growth Spiral is in like 66% of the top decks at the last Pro Tour. I think definitely with Wilderness Reclamation doing as crazy as it was with Teamer Reclamation, I think it's well deserved. I mean, I hate to see Growth Spiral go. I was putting that in a lot of my Simic decks, a lot of my Teamer decks. It's great card draw. It's great ramp for the standard that we have right now. So I'm really sad to see that go. But like I said in a couple of my videos, like it was getting to the point that Magic was getting predictable. Like if you've seen blue and you've seen green, you knew Growth Spiral was coming, you know Uro's coming. So I don't, as much as it hurts me that this happens, I think I can agree with it a little bit. Teferi Time Raveler, I don't know why they would ban this card getting this close to rotation. It's been in Standard for well over a year now, going on a year now, and I don't understand what was so bad about it, honestly. I enjoy using Teferi Time Raveler, so that one is another one that hurts me. Cauldron Familiar, everybody's tired of the cat combo, aren't they? Throw the cat in the oven, everybody's tired of it. So I mean, I get it. It's a good card, for what it did. But yeah, that's also getting the old hammer. I don't do too much in these other formats, but I mean, Walking Ballista is a pretty busted card, especially with Heliod. So I mean, maybe maybe that's where that's coming from. Inverter of Truth, I heard, is pretty crazy. You're just milling yourself out. Underworld Breach for Storm decks, but I mean, I don't know how crazy Pioneer is. Historic, I'm going to go ahead and assume is probably pretty close to Standard for the reasoning why they got banned. Or suspended, rather. Suspended. I probably said banned earlier. I apologize for that. And then Teferi Time Raveler is banned and Brawl as well. So, I'm probably not going to read through a lot of this. But it looks like ramp decks using Growth Spiral together made up 60%. I said 66%. So 68% of Day 1 metagame at the Pro Players Tour Finals. And 20 to 30% of the entire metagame of the Mythic ranking on the Arena ladder. Wow. Within the category, Wilderness Reclamation has been considered the strongest archetype, but is more competitive community, making up 54% of the meta was playing Wilderness Reclamation, which would be Teamer Rec. So both of those cards have been banned. And another huge archetype has maintained a high win rate is Black-Red Sacrifice, or Jund. Featuring everybody's favorite kitty and everybody's favorite oven. So it looks like that is their reasoning for to weaken these strategies. They have banned Cauldron Familiar. We'll be removing a Teferi Time Raveler from the environment. We've often heard the feedback that the repetitive play patterns and reduced capability of the interaction that Teferi Time Raveler can create feel oppressive and limiting. I think that's the point, right? Isn't that what Teferi does? That's the point. You can't cast an instant, like. Nonetheless, he has also been banned. We note that Growth Spiral, Wilderness Reclamation, and Teferi were already slated to rotate this fall, which is kind of a little bit what I said earlier, like why we got like a month, and it's going to be going away anyway, so I mean you couldn't just hold out for another month. But I get it. I get the whole thing. And as far as Pioneer, yep, see Heliod, that's what I figured. Inverter of Truth, Underworld Breach, all getting banned in Pioneer. Historic, with the addition of Jumpstart, is having large impact. Omnicat Remaster will arrive soon. These are decks we are watching closely. There are 2 places we feel we have enough information we should take action. We touched on Wilderness Reclamation in our last opinion, saying that it was powerful and need problematic decks alongside with Nexus of Fate, yeah, because that was a problem in Standard when Nexus was in Standard. And also the Teamer Reclamation kind of stuff that they do right now. Teferi Time Raveler is probably, again, the same thing, appearing at over 20% of best of 3 games. And then, as far as Brawl goes, Teferi is one of the most played commanders in Brawl, which is interesting, appearing in over 10% of games. For these reasons, Teferi Time Raveler has been banned in Brawl. And it looks like, in the past, we've given out 1 week advance notice for updates for the banned and restricted list. Because of the increased focus on digital play environments during this period, we are choosing to forego that advance notice and roll these out as soon as possible. So yeah, I guess that's going to be happening sooner than the 8th. I read the 8th somewhere. Maybe that still is the date. But yeah. I mean, I can't say that I'm upset. I mean, I get it. I understand it. These cards were causing a lot of problems for a lot of people. I'm sad to see Growth Spiral go. I'm sad to see Teferi Time Raveler go. But you got to do what you got to do to make them better, I guess. So, I don't know. I mean, obviously, Teamer Reclamation and all those decks are going to be pretty hard out on losing that card, specifically Wilderness Reclamation. Growth Spiral is probably a big play in that, too. But, I mean, Growth Spiral has other... Like, Cultivate just came out, which isn't, I mean, obviously isn't the same, but it does give you the land in play and the extra land to play the next turn, so it kind of fixes your mana for a little bit extra. You still have a lot of mana dorks in Standard right now, so, I mean, being an instant is probably what they were looking for, you know, so that's what you want in the deck, so, I mean, Teferi Time Raveler, I get it. I don't think much is going to change about blue-white control. You still have the other Teferi. Actually, it's going to put a damping in a lot of things. I am kind of excited to get all these... well, I guess not really excited at all because I get you get uncommons, a common, and a couple rares. So, I mean, if you're looking for the wild cards, I mean, you're going to get 8 commons, 4 uncommons, and 4... rares out of that, so that's cool. I could use those rares to go to something else. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on this, and this is MTGenius with the banned and restricted announcement today, August 3rd, 2020. Tell me how you guys feel down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more original content. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit.